Australia 101. Everything you need to know to be Australian. The Australian lifestyle. Australia's lifestyle is laid back, sure. But there's nothing that excites an Aussie more than sports. Australia's sporting culture has been passed through generations, making for a population deeply invested in cricket, rugby, Australian rules football, soccer, tennis and more. Let's find out the 9 Australian lifestyle that we need to know about.
No worries attitude. If there's one thing Aussies are known for, it's their easygoing attitude. Food, events, art and history are all vital parts of Australian culture. But what really distinguishes an Aussie is his, or her laid-back outlook on life. The wary friends turn up unannounced, but always with a six-pack of beer in hand. It's the reason you'll hear the words, "No worries mate," exchanged between strangers on the street. Most of all, it's about putting aside stress to appreciate the good things in life.
Spirit of friendship. In Australia, a stranger is just a mate you haven't met yet. Mateship is the beating heart of the Australian spirit. It's practically a national trait. Aussies pride themselves on being good friends and neighbours, and not just to people they know. They tend to greet everyone from the mail carrier to the cab driver with a "G'day" or "How ya going?" For Australians, this emphasis on mateship creates a cheery, welcoming attitude that says anyone can be a mate. Love of the outdoors. Australia is blessed with some of the most beautiful natural landscapes in the world. So it comes as no surprise that Australians love to be outdoors. This passion for nature seeps into the local lifestyle all across the country, and locals take full advantage of their own backyards. Sydneysiders enjoy ocean swims at sunrise, Canberrans take weekend bike rides around the lake, and Perth's Kings Park is the locals' favourite for a picnic.
Rich and diverse cultural history. Australia's history influences its lifestyle today, and Australia's first and oldest stories belong to the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Their diverse languages and philosophies form the oldest surviving culture on Earth. Australia's diversity continues to grow, as people from around the world have settled into the country's buzzing cities and breezy regional towns. Today, Australia's rich multiculturalism influences everything from the food we eat to the celebrations we share. Coming together over food and drinks. Enjoying food with loved ones around a shared table is integral to Australian culture. Sure, we have incredibly fresh produce and top-notch wine, but what really sets Australia's dining scene apart? The environment in which our delicacies are enjoyed. Sit down at a cafe right on the coast, sip local gin in a groovy warehouse, or share a seafood platter with mates on the beach. Now that's what it's all about. Plus, Aussies are pretty innovative. You'll be surprised by the creations you come across down under. Making the most of the coastline. What do you get when you pair a nature-loving lifestyle with so much dazzling coastline? A thriving beach culture, of course. Australians find countless ways to kick off their shoes and enjoy their many beautiful beaches, be it surfing, fishing, kayaking, picnicking, sharing an impromptu game of beach cricket, or just soaking up some sunshine. Our beach culture has seeped into other areas too, like music and TV.
Spirit of the outback. It's not just about the beaches in Australia. The Australian outback is home to diverse landscapes, countless natural wonders and deep connections to Aboriginal culture. Because a sense of adventure and love of the outdoors feed the Australian lifestyle, you'll find plenty of Aussies outside the cities, taking in the fresh air and clear night skies of Australia's stunning outback.
Passionate sporting culture. Australia's lifestyle is laid back, but there's nothing that excites an Aussie more than sport. Australia's sporting culture has been passed through generations, making for a population deeply invested in cricket, rugby, Australian rules football, soccer, tennis and more. Locals pour into pubs for rugby games, spend all day in the sun at cricket matches, and use golden beaches as fields for casual games.
Coming together to celebrate events. Australia has an exciting calendar of events and festivals where locals and visitors alike gather to celebrate food, sport, art and culture. Australia hosts world-renowned sporting events like the Australian Open Tennis Tournament and the Sydney to Hobart Yacht Race. Of course, Australia's sense of humour has hatched more than a few quirky events. If you're up for some Aussie fun, dare to go bare at the nude solstice swim as part of Dark Mofo, or head to Alice Springs for the Henley on Todd Regatta to watch dry riverbed racing.